Welcome to Total Party Kill, where the dice roll high and the stakes roll higher. If you're into epic battles, chaotic crits, and unforgettable moments, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a session. Let's dive in. So last time on Dungeon Masters, you descended through the Cradle of Light, a divine prison deep beneath Mastria, forged centuries ago to bind the goddess Mystra. After navigating its illusions, shattered sanctums, and celestial gardens, you finally reached the heart of the labyrinth. There, Lathriel, Mystra's fallen sentinel, made her last stand. You defeated her, clearing the way to Mystra's bound heart, and in the moment her chains cracked, the goddess of magic herself appeared before you. Her message was brief, but urgent. The cradle began to collapse. You escaped through the rupturing tunnels as the divine mechanisms failed around you. Emerging back into the city, just as a battle erupted. Agents of Kael'thar were already attacking the inner kingdom walls. Shadows poured through the streets, striking with precision as the city guards struggled to hold them back. You pushed through the fighting and raced to the throne room, only to find King Byrax on one knee, bleeding. Forced down by a shadow assassin commander and their accomplices, the ambush had already begun. In a swift, brutal fight, you struck them down and saved the king's life. Let's see. Now the throne room stands in shambles. Byrax is wounded, but still alive, catching his breath, and he has not yet finished what he is trying to tell you when the assassins interrupted. And then, I gotta go through some shit here. Byrax is on one knee, panting, still, after being struck down. Panting his nuts off as I look for where I'm at here. And I'm going to recap some of the information because he did have dialogue at the end. But you weren't all here, so I'm going to recap some of it. We're going to say that you're kind of like here, but like unconscious in a sense there, Ironhide. Like, because you're like in the middle of the Cradle of Light with these guys, so your character kind of just went in blank mode. Mind blank, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the final shadow collapses, dissolving into black motes that evaporate before touching the stone. The room falls quiet except for Byrax's strained breathing and the echo of steel cooling. Byrax, catching his breath, shaken but collected. You arrived just in time. Had you been 1 minute later, I'd be a corpse, or worse, a puppet. He looks at the remains of the assassins. Kael'thar has grown bold. These aren't mere killers. These are shadows of the obsidian choir, loyal only to him. He steadies himself, adjusting his cloak with shaking hands. He needs my blood, a royal life's essence, to finish whatever ritual he's preparing. If they had taken me, Kael'thar's ascent would have already been assured. As the last shadow fades, a whisper curls through the room like smoke, not through a throat, but from darkness itself. Too late. The door stirs, and the God-Killer awakes. A cold wave ripples through the room. Byrax goes pale. The God Killer? That can only mean Kael'thar is near the final stage. We must move quickly before he can finish whatever he began in that lair. Byrax turns towards the corridor the assassins came from. They didn't come from above, they emerged from below. There must be a hidden route, a forgotten section of Kael'thar's stronghold. He presses a section of the stone that glows faintly with celestial script, faded, old. A portion of the wall sinks inward. My father once told me stories of Kael'thar's first sanctum, before he betrayed Mystra. If the assassins were using it, then whatever lies inside may hold clues, or worse, traps left behind. And then he looks at the party seriously. Your only choice is to follow this path into Kael'thar's forgotten lair. He gives a grim nod. Be warned, if Kael'thar walked these halls, then his shadows still linger. I'll go with you. What happens down there concerns all of Mastria. And then he kind of gives you a look, Ironhide. You fought fiercely. I knew I made the right call hiring you. Stay close. I may need your instincts again. And he looks towards Cole, who's now stirring and awakening. That quick thinking saved my life. Your father would have approved. Cole wakes up. You also wake up, Smudge. You have information the party doesn't quite know yet, but you can say that here for a second. And he kind of Cole brushes himself off and he says, King, there's some things I need to tell you. As I'm sure you know from my loudmouth brother here, we are a part of a brotherhood, but not one that people would likely think of. Our brotherhood's not about lurking in the darkness or murdering or killing, taking innocent lives, or being destructive at all. We're of a higher order. We're sent basically to protect the lands, either from Mystra, Kael'thar. Who knows, maybe magic's not that bad. But what I'm telling you is you have a lot to worry about, and I don't know what the best decision is for you. But what I do know is that we don't have very much time until Kael'thar's plans are complete. Obviously, I would never betray you. I was on you could call it a spy mission, one that you didn't ask for. But with Kael'thar, you have to play into it. He can sense lies better than myself. Forgive me, and forgive young Smudge. He's very new into the Brotherhood. He's not even very well informed of the Brotherhood itself. And he looks at Smudge. Do you have anything to say?
I bow, but as I bow, I speak psychically only to the party. And I say, there's much to be said. I will speak more later.
Good. Now raise. Byrax addresses the party again. You've all earned more than thanks that I can give, but the gratitude will have to wait, because Kael'thar won't. And then he kind of gestures towards the sunken-in wall. As the hidden passage yawns open, cold air spills out, smelling of dust, ink, and old blood. Welcome to Kael'thar's first sanctum. May Mystra watch over us, because in these halls, she once watched him. The torch flickers blue, as if reacting to some kind of ancient presence below. And then everything fades to black for a second. As I look back through my stuff again. So after the leaving
Back
the cradle,
to the notes.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, back to the notes.
Right. So after leaving the Cradle of Light and witnessing the kingdom being ambushed, the party discovers a sealed stairwell. And the door opens. You see a spiral staircase of black stone. It seems to descend for hundreds of feet. and sections have collapsed that you can see even from here, with strange ruins glowing a faint red along the walls. As you guys travel down this staircase, you see examples of Kael'thar's earliest experiments with binding and soul siphoning. Each player can make me either a perception, arcana, or investigation.
$19
For
perception.
Okay.
20 perception.
Okay.
17 Arcana.
Okay.
I also got a 17 Arcana.
Okay. And then there's one more. There's investigation left if either of the two players want to roll that. Chaos and or Bexy.
I got 20 on perception.
Oh, shit. Is it just Chaos that's left?
19.
Alright, so with your perceptions, you see and convey that you see blood droplets on the steps that are fresh. With your Arcana checks, you recognize the ruins are early attempts at soul harvesting magic that Kael'thar later perfected. And then, with your investigation, you find a hidden alcove containing a broken silver chain, similar to the ones that were holding Lathriel, and it's obviously an early prototype of the chains that bound Lathriel. And other than that, there's really nothing in this room. I didn't really have anything for that room, but it does feel like it's being watched. And you guys can all pick that up with your passive perceptions. After...
I think it's not a good idea to sit here and talk, then. I think we should have this conversation elsewhere.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, if you want, you can have your conversation now as you're going down, because like I said, it seems to go down hundreds of feet.
But all those hundreds of feet seem like they're being watched.
But you can speak psychically.
That was my second question. Okay. I explain what I've learned in the last fortnight working for Cole. Working with Cole. I explained that I went off because he told me he would have information for me regarding Father Father Elabor.
Yep.
The information that he gave me is that Father Elabor is not dead. He, through rather specific information that I shouldn't go into right now, in the sake of brevity, he told me that he is still alive, but he is a husk of himself, and his soul has been separated from his body. Almost. Hold on, someone's knocking on my door. We'll come back to it. Hold on.
Smudge, who is knocking on your door? We're walking in a hallway.
We can give you like 2 seconds here. I'll take over and continue where the fill-in took place. Like, not to take away from your RP, but if you're a little taken away right now. So basically, at that point he found out that his soul was separated from him, and that he's basically Kael'thar's minion currently. So what happened was him and Cole tried to take him head on by themselves, thinking they could with Smudge's newfound power. He's been getting stronger, you all have been getting stronger, but Kael'thar himself has also grown in power, it seems, and they barely made it out with their lives. They rush back to the kingdom to convey the knowledge, basically.
Hey, I'm gonna have to take like a 30-minute break. I'll be right back.
Okay. So basically, then so like they're coming back to convey information, and then Byrax was getting jumped by the Shadow Assassins, and that's where they got taken out. They're stabbed enough with poison to be led unconscious. But you guys find yourself now in a spherical room with mirrors lining the walls, all cracked, reflecting distorted versions of the party. Some appear monstrous, some appear dead, some appear smiling. I had you guys at like right there. I think that's a decent place to start, whatever. And the reflections begin to whisper in Kael'thar's voice. You walk my forgotten halls, little sparks. Even now you chase after a child king who cannot protect his kingdom. But soon you will understand the truth that I have carved here. The reflections start pulling themselves out of the mirrors as shadowy duplicates. And there's really no way to stop this, so at this point I'm going to need initiative from you guys. And after Kael'thar's voice disappears, you guys feel like you can use magic here. You can either put them in the side chat or you can just say them aloud. Great. Thank you. Now I gotta roll mine. First roll of the night brought to you by Coral's Lucky Dice. Here we go, baby. That's not bad. Alright. Let me pull up these guys' fucking stat block here. These ones are different from what you experienced earlier in the shadow. In the... God, what was the name of that room? It was like something of reflection, basically. Room of reflection. That's definitely not it. There it is. Sick. Alright. I really should just like print some of these out. It would make life a lot easier, but what's the fun in making life easy? God damn. Alright. Alright. Who had a 14? Sorry, I have that written in the wrong place. Is that Goichi?
Yeah, it was me.
Alright, Chaos, you are first. You see... I just redid this one because there was mirrors in the room and I still had the map, so I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? You see 5 shadow creatures pulling themselves out of these mirrors. The nearest one to you is going to be... That is not the right one. It is going to be 45 feet away from you. Or 40 with reach.
I'm gonna take a potion first.
Oh, you guys can have like a full heal after the thing. That was my plan, to give you like a full thing, like just from the moment. You could have full health and full spell slots and everything.
So long rest, you mean?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you guys haven't gotten to heal in a minute.
Uh,
You guys are being, like, worked like mules. I'm sure you'll be paid well.
God, I hope
I'll go to the closest. Right. I'll go to the closest one.
You do have reach, so you'd be able to hit him
Okay.
from there.
And I'll two-hand attack him.
Swing away.
$19 to hit.
18 hits.
$23
Damn.
first.
You thud into him with your massive blade. You said 21, sorry. 23.
Yeah. 23.
Alright.
And then 14 for the second attack to hit.
14 actually misses.
Right.
He's going to use a reaction called Shadow Veil. It's basically when you miss, he can teleport up to 20 feet away and attempt to hide. Man, I shouldn't have used the dirty water on that one. Fuck it. He got... Does he have an actual plus to his stealth or just his thing? Because his thing's pretty high. He can use hide as an action. Nice. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so he got a 26 to his stealth. And he kind of vanishes into the shadows. Is that the rest of your turn there, Chaos?
Yeah.
Alright. It's actually now going to be their turn. Let's see here. They're all going to take the hide action as a bonus action. They're going to move 20 feet. They should have probably moved first. That's a dumb thought. Oh well, whatever. And they're all going to use a thing called Assassin's Focus. This guy's going to also move 20 feet. And that's going to be their turn. So the other one's got a 19 to their stealths. They're like somewhat invisible. Unless somebody has true sight or like witch sight or something similar. It's going to be Ironhide's turn.
What are these again? The assassin?
Yep, these are shadow assassins. They're all
Okay.
edgy and shit.
Big. Okay. How far away is the closest one to me? Right. 4.
I would say this
That's
guy's
visible.
probably going to be the closest. That one's 80, that one's 85. So this guy's the closest.
I'll go 35 feet forward. Keep a little bit of movement.
Make me
And
a
then I'll-
perception check.
Okay. 21.
You see him. Actually, you see all of them except for this guy.
Sick.
So yes, go ahead with your attack.
Does a 9 hit?
Yes. No.
Damn.
This one's going to use his reaction. He's going to teleport 20 feet away and then basically be hidden again. He makes a 25 on his stealth. Damn, that is
Oh,
a
boy.
high stealth.
Yep, but I saw nothing. I'm blind.
Bexy, make me an insight. You can still shoot, like, maybe this one, if it's within range of you, possibly. He is... Oh, I got him in a fucked up place. He's 65 feet away.
Yeah. I can go for.
Oh my god, this is...
said insight?
Nat 20?
Nat 20 hits, and yeah, an insight.
17.
These look very familiar to your shadows. It's giving you off vibes, because you don't really see Kael'thar anywhere. But you see something that's similar to your power here.
18 damage?
18 damage on this bad boy.
Mm.
I'm going to move him, like, properly. There we go. Yes.
Sick. And I can use my bonus action to get my owl bear out, right? Is that a
Yes.
thing I can do? Alright, I'll do that.
Alright, after that it's going to be Goichi's turn.
So I need a perception check to see.
Yes.
What does a 15 see?
It doesn't see any of the shadows.
I guess I'll move up. Kind of in between Chaos and Ironhide. Just be all confused. Where is everybody?
Are you gonna basically hold your action?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, I'm looking for the bear. There it is. I see bear.
Man, I can't bear it.
I mean, I'll say you could spot him like within like 10 feet of you or something.
Yeah, in front of me.
Alright, after that it's gonna be Bexy's turn. No, wait, where's Smudge's roll? Oh, Smudge isn't here right now, okay. Yeah, it's Bexy's turn.
Do I see any of them?
Not right now, but make me a perception check.
$21?
21 sees all of them but these two.
Okay. Are my shadows out?
Not currently.
Okay.
You're not urgent.
I'll bring out. I'll bring out the Seraph and the Knight.
Oh wait, Where the fuck is Bexy? He's way down here. Alright, sorry. Also, I'll say, probably within like 10 feet of you.
Yeah.
Are you moving back or staying there?
Honestly, I might just stay where I'm at.
Summoning sickness. What a bitch, right? You gotta believe in the heart of the souls that you can collect.
Yeah. How far away is the one on the right?
From this guy, he's...
Just
What the fuck? Motherfucker. 70 foot.
70. Okay. Can I hit him with my stuff?
No, because to summon both of them, you would have had to use your
Yeah.
bonus action and action, because you could.
I guess I'll have him move towards the guy I can see, so that I think they both have 60 feet. Let me check.
Yeah. Plus, none of you can see him. Well, yeah, you.
Well,
you
30
can't see
feet,
this.
but
you can see this guy. Sorry, I lied.
Yeah.
It's these two you can't see.
Yeah,
it's
they both.
This one that you can see. Yeah.
Yeah, they both move 30. Actually, the Seraph can fly 40 feet, so that's going to move 40. Yeah, that's going to move 30.
Boom. And then the knight can move 30.
Yeah.
Gangsta.
I'll stay where I'm at.
All the summons. I'm just gonna chill, guys. Starts pulling out a drink and shit.